Terrific, thank you. And I thank my colleagues who probably went out for a cup of coffee or something else, so it boosted me in line. Governor Perdue, welcome, and welcome to your beautiful family. What a legacy you leave. I think there's someone who looks a whole lot like you back there. I kind of looked. You used to be a lot more handsome when you were younger, I think.
It was the first human cloning, I think. There.
It's pretty remarkable. I was checking it out, and I'm thinking, wow, that's, well, you used to be very handsome, my dad. I want to associate myself with the remarks of Senator Thune, who talked about the importance to really have flexibility as we implement the next Farm Bill. We saw some great flexibility, but then we ran into some roadblocks, and so I appreciate your commitment. I also know that you kind of had me in when we were visiting, when you entered my office and you said 3 words, trade, trade, trade. And I knew that you and I were on the same wavelength, that is a critical component. But my concern is what we're seeing really out of the White House and out of the budget doesn't seem to be pro-rural or pro-agriculture. And so we need you to be an absolute voracious and active fighter on behalf of rural America in that White House and with other agencies such as EPA and OMB and the USTR. Can you commit to doing that?
Agriculture is in my heart, and I look forward to fighting for the producers of America just because, as I said that, we know how vital it is. And I will absolutely be a tenacious advocate and fighter where necessary to do that.
And I hope that you will engage us. We're a very bipartisan, collaborative committee, and we all represent agricultural states, but we also know how vital, as Senator Thune said, how vital agriculture is to our national economy. A couple unique North Dakota issues. We have a lot of prairie potholes. It's part of what we do in terms of the resource, and it provides for some great duck hunting and geese hunting. But we have a lot of farmers who would like an opportunity to farm their land and not just raise ducks. And I think one of the problems that we have is not only running into maybe an attitude sometimes that the wetland is more important than the farmer, but also not having enough staff to do the work that needs to be done in order to make the determination within USDA. Can you commit that you will staff up so we won't have farmers waiting to find out if they can tile their land?
Not only staffing up, but I also think the relationship, as we talked about earlier, with the administrator of EPA to make sure that our producers and farmers don't get caught in some of these unintended consequences of rules that have gone awry in a confiscatory type of way, because that's very important. As they try to be compliant, sometimes it's they get caught into a web of rules that are very onerous, and I will not only try to provide the staff that they could do good conservation or good soil preservation, but to work with our administrator at EPA to do that as well.
We love our neighbors to the north, but sometimes we'd like maybe a little tougher enforcement on some of the grain standards. We've been working on a project out of my office as it relates to the treatment of our grain, which becomes feed category as opposed to what it really is, which is good quality wheat. Of course, we offer a different opportunity for Canadian grain that comes south. Can you commit to working with the USTR to change their policies and continue to prevent discrimination against grain going to the north?
Certainly. I think this is one of those areas where many people have talked about the benefits of NAFTA. I think as we look at that, I think there's some inequities and some unilateral issues during that, cattle, and some milk products that we can look certainly to our neighbors to the north, of which we have a great relationship, but we just want to make sure that it is a fair proposition for all.
Great. The sugar program is critical, and I'm not sure, I haven't been here for the whole hearing. I don't know if anyone's raised this with you, but it's been a program that has guaranteed a steady supply of sugar to this country. I think it's done equitably, doesn't cost the United States taxpayer really anything, but yet it provides that value-added opportunity in my community and my state and the state of many states across the country. Will you continue to commit to supporting the sugar program as it's been outlined in the farm program in the past?
Senator, if confirmed, I commit to you that I will look at that in the farm program going on and will commit to support the best benefit of that. I think also that's another issue where maybe trade to the south. We need to look at some of the issues over sugar inequities that may be coming into the country that have been harmful to your growers.
I was kind of hoping for a yes, but I guess I got maybe. Thanks so much, Governor, and congratulations on your nomination.